Welcome to storied Beaver Stadium in State College, Pennsylvania. Sometimes it just seems the electricity is turned up for Saturday night college football on EA Sports. It's the Michigan Wolverines and the Penn State Nittany Lions. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
Checking in with the Michigan head coach pregame. He has been warning his players all week. They're in the top 25. They might have the most talent, but he understands this environment is insane. This crowd has proven to be one of the best in college football, and he understands they can disrupt play calling, communication at the line of scrimmage. He has been playing crowd noise all week in practice to make sure his players are prepared. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Wants to adjust the pattern. Back to pass. It's Beck. It's complete to the right. Could not make his way to the corner. The Nittany Lions in the hurry-up.
And that's the beauty of playing zone coverage, man. Everybody has vision on the quarterback. So when he drops to throw and that ball comes out, you should break as soon as his hand separates from the football. He does, sees the running back in the flat, runs up, and makes sure he gets no yards after that catch.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out, but when things break down, they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
And I think on that last run play on third down here early in the game, they're making a statement that we believe we're the more physical team and we're going to run the football even if you know it's coming at you. Nice job. They got the ball at midfield. I expect to see more run plays coming.
Maybe some room here. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field, what a big gain for the offense.
Snagged out of the air. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Second down, they'll go to the air. Has to throw this off his back foot. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
A third down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. Looking for room. It's Wallace. Finds a crease at the 20. He's finally brought down, but he takes it all the way to the 6.
One of the coolest things I love about football is the strategy. Like, first drive, what are they going to line up in? What are they going to try to take advantage of? How are they going to attack us? And so far, this offense has had some success. This defense now getting in their territory. They need to figure out some answers to some of these questions.
No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be second and goal.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
And you've got a golden opportunity here now on third down. I know you just threw an incompletion, but you've had a really nice drive to start this game. You want to cap this thing off, and you want to do that by scoring a touchdown. So think about who your best playmakers are and who needs to get a look on this critical third down. Whether you're running it or you're throwing it, the best players.
Throw to the end zone, picked off. That was not on the opening script of plays. The turnover as the defense makes a play early.
That is the perfect start for a defense that has really struggled against the pass this season. They're in the bottom portion, okay? Have struggled, but opening drive, making a statement. Maybe this creates some momentum. Maybe this turns the tide for this defense.
This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? Part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
How about the linebacker breaking on the football, seeing the quarterback, the ball comes out, he moves right to where the ball's going, nice anticipation, and swats the ball to the ground.
Just like we expected, this home crowd getting involved right from the start. Bryce Underwood from the gun on third down. Oh, they're after him. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
And that's a missed opportunity.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Underwood to throw for it on 4th. Fires left. Still on his feet at the 45. Speeding down the left side. He's at the 10. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Wolverine!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking for space. It's Wallace. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Picked up 4 yards, now looking at 3rd and 6.
Quarterbacks love the short passing game early in games because it really helps them get into a rhythm. So nice job by the offensive coordinator giving his quarterback an easy throw, something he can see, and something that he knows he can complete.
Looking downfield, it's Beck. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Guys, look at this. A surprise. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th down. Timeout taken here by the Nittany Lions. That'll be their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. And the Nittany Lions line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. The Michigan offense heads out to get this drive started. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Picks up the first down. Flying down the left side. Touchdown, Wolverines! Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. And he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Quarterback making checks. Dropping back, it's Beck. Throws to the tight end. Working on the right. Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked him down so quickly. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on second down.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Got a man. It's Sowell. They pushed it out to the 39 after picking up 5. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. They've got a first down here to open the period.
Here we go, ready. Let's move. Square, flash, Q, slide, hydro, rock. Go.
Wants to throw it again. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
And this offense, man, they're going to have to figure something out. This is already getting out of hand, but they're going to have to protect their quarterback. They're going to have to start throwing the football and having some success, because right now they got a bagel up on the scoreboard.
The Nittany Lions now with a long way to go to pick up the first down.
Booster. Return. Western. Chip. Hydro. Squid.
Second down, he'll throw it. Looking left. Got his man downfield. Just plowing ahead. And he's wrestled out of bounds after a nice pickup. The Nittany Lions are flying down the field.
Booster.
Quarterback making adjustments. Wants to throw. It's Beck. Quarterback extends the play. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. The Nittany Lions headed quickly to the line.
I got to be honest, I'm a little surprised the offense is trying to go so fast here after giving up a huge...
Caught, and he's got room. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. I think
breaks into the open. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Punch it out of the air. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
The run inside. It's Martin. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Penn State! Big time touchdown there to get some much needed momentum.
You got to find something, right? Who are you going to go to make that big play to get you back into it? You're not back in it yet. It's not tied. You're not there yet, but you're starting to inch back into it and get some momentum going.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Stewart. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Quarterback keeps it. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Here's Underwood to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. The decibel meter's about to explode. One of the great environments. Wide out level noise. Underwood trying to cut through the noise. He'll throw it. Got his man on the right. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they are on the move.
Man, this quarterback's got some speed. You see him use those wheels to get outside. He was on the run. Nobody even close to him defensively before he was able to find an open target to get the first down.
The Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. It's a draw. Could be an alley. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Wolverines in a good spot here with 2nd and short. At the line of scrimmage, but they won't snap it here. They're going to use the timeout instead. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Makes the grab in their space. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. All the way down to the 15-yard line. It's 1st down. Gives it on the option. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Right back to him on the ground. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Leaves it with the back. Defense comes up with a huge stop and maybe forcing them into a field goal attempt. Penn State will spend its second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. So they'll send out the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And now the lead is extended a little further.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their old 14-yard line. Looking to pass. It's Beck. Throws for the tight end. That pass is incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
2nd and 10. He'll throw again. Looking to take a shot. A strike downfield. Off to the races. You want to talk about changing field position. The huge play takes it down to the 37. That is a highly efficient way to move the chains, and now they are threatening inside the 40. Offense changing the play. Looking to throw on first down. Looking down the middle. Complete to the left. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Penn State. And they take it in for 6 more points. Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they put the points on the board with that 37-yard touchdown pass. Coming out with it, it's Stewart. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Fires to the wideout. How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the first down? Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Back to throw, it's Underwood. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. Michigan wants to stop the clock. They'll use a timeout. It's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. He goes right back to the air. Lets it fly. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots. They're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back end forcing that incompletion.
Bryce Underwood to the air again. Here comes the heat. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
Guys, it is my pleasure to welcome everyone into the Week 7 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with Georgia taking on the number 10 team, the USC Trojans.
Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. Wolverines offense heads out ready to go on the attack. They open this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Barrels all the way to the 29, a gain of 6.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their
offense still out there, lining up quickly on 4th down. Looking for a push on 4th down. And he's not even close to the line to gain, and the defense makes the stop.
That's a gutsy call. And I know the analytics world says to go for it more often, but when you're in your own territory and now you turn the football over to the other team, points are so much easier to get. Obviously, I know, Jesse, it didn't take a color commentator to figure that out.
Stepping to the right. Soft spot in the middle. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Wide receiver going in motion. From the red zone, it's Wallace. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Might be calling a hot route. To the air, it's Beck. Pocket breaking down. He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to fight another play in the red zone. It'll be 3rd down.
That's a heads-up decision by the quarterback there. You want to throw a touchdown, but if it's not there, just throw it away, and now we got 3rd.
Booster.
3rd and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! They take the lead here in the second half. What a grab and what a quick strike from that offense.
And when I'm an offensive coordinator and I see a short field, I'm thinking attack. Go get that touchdown. Take advantage of what the defense gave you. Great job by the offensive coordinator.
This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. Out of the gun to give to the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Throwing, Underwood. And they're not on the same page there.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder, but they're snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Underwood from the gun on 3rd down. He's going for it all. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time. Got some room to run. The 30. He's at the 20.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
The Nittany Lions will get things going as their offense heads out to the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Martin. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. And he'll boot one from the right hash. He ought to be able to navigate that angle from this distance. Splits the uprights right down the middle. The lead now up to 7 at 24-17.
Well, they're able to get a field goal and put 3 points up on the board after getting that interception. You would have liked to have seen the offense do a little bit more with that possession, give themselves an opportunity to score a touchdown. But listen, teams will take 3 points any way they can get.
A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. He'll go out of bounds at the 22, methodically moving it away from their own end zone. The Wolverines can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll go with a direct snap. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. I thought white noise was supposed to be relaxing. This is deafening on 3rd down. Here's Underwood. Throws to the wideout. And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Fourth down, Underwood. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Makes it past the marker. At the 45 on his way. Racing down the left side. To the house. Touchdown, Michigan.
This guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And they did make the extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the 3rd. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they certainly finished it in style with a 71-yard touchdown run. And he takes this from inside the 5. And he'll be stopped. Return gets it out across the 25, stopped at the 26. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Making side adjustments here. Looking downfield, it's Beck. Makes the grab. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, what a play. It's intercepted. Looking for more room. And he's brought down, but this interception, a huge play to end this quarter. Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the 4th. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Motion from the wide receiver. Hand off from the shotgun. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Underwood. Here's a heat. Maybe a crease. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. Just on the edge of the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 21. To the air, it's Underwood. Here's the pressure. Pressure's there, and he lets it go.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
He leaves it with his back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success on that play. Really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Sets up the screen. Runs through a man, and he might have got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Michigan. And with that, they move out front here in the 4th. His 3rd touchdown of the game. That's almost half of his total as he now has 7 on the year.
Man, that's a nice job selling it by the offense, dropping back, making it look like it's passed. That running back slipping out of the backfield, throwing him the football, getting a dynamic playmaker in space, and he says, I got this, I'll do the rest, and gets the touchdown.
The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it off with a touchdown toss from the 23. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner is stopped. Penn State's offense comes onto the field ready to start the drive. And now this offense needs a late 4th quarter drive to answer that last touchdown. Quarterback may change this route. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So frustrating for an offense to just give away yards with false start penalties. Back to pass, it's Beck. Looking to the big tight end. Got a man in the middle. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a 1st down at the 29.
I know one of the things this offense takes a lot of pride in the passing game is they feel like they can attack every area of the field. They have success when they throw it outside, but they're really good throwing to the middle of the field too. Quarterback has confidence. There's really good timing in this passing game, and you saw it right there between the QB and his intended target, getting that big catch.
It's complete on the right side. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Booster, booster. Return. Flash. Go.
Back to pass. Fires on the move. Working the big fella downfield and outside. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. Going to the ground. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
You see all this movement in football now, all the stemming, the defensive line, they're sliding right before the snap, creating confusion for the offensive line. Then they're moving back and stunting. Really good job by the defense. Continue to move, continue to stunt, continue to get in the backfield and make this life hard on this running back.
Under fire. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
Hopefully that's not going to affect the quarterback's confidence going back to this guy later. That was a catch he should have made. He dropped it. Let's see what the QB does moving forward.
What a big play this one could be. Tight game, getting late, 3rd and long coming up. Looking to throw, it's Beck. Pressure coming. They're working that left side. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown. But you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. Haven't been able to get him going. I don't know what's going on, but they got to find a way to get their talented back some space so he can make some plays.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. He wants to change this route. Back to pass on 2nd down. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waiting moments. That could be a costly play.
I think the thing that's so impressive about this defense, it's not just the athleticism and the ability to get to the quarterback, it's the variety in the ways they can do it. Sometimes it's a 4-man rush, sometimes it's a 3-man rush, sometimes it's all-out blitz. But with the speed they have, especially in that front 7, it has been a nightmare for this offense. They've given up sack after sack after sack in this game.
Fires to the wideout. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
And now with that play, for this offense, it's got to have it time. Yeah, I'm going.
Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Whoa, does he turn that loose down the middle. It's incomplete.